Greetings, YouTube. As most people who have an internet access know by now, the Supreme Court of the United States of America largely upheld the Affordable Healthcare Act. They said that the Medicaid segment is a little problematic in how it affects people in different states, but the rest of the act is going to stand. It's considered to be constitutional. The mandate stands. Now, already 2 years in, 3 million young Americans have maintained health care coverage because they are on their parents' plan. 5 million seniors are already saving money. The Health Care Act has done material good for 8 million Americans. And if that is the only thing it did, if that was it, it would be a success. Hands down. But very shortly, the pre-existing condition clause is going to get tossed, which means insurance companies can't refuse to treat you. The cap on lifetime expenditure is going to get tossed, which means it's going to help you, particularly if you have a long-term disease or you were born with one, which could say reach your cap before you even turn 2 or 3, and that from that point on you would be left out in the cold, literally, to die. Because we have death panels in America, folks. They're called private insurance companies. They can just decide, you don't get any more health insurance. Bye. And it's completely legal. And that's disgusting. But what most people seem to be forgetting about is that the Affordable Health Care Act, as it is now, is almost entirely a Republican plan. A plan designed by Republican politicians, championed by Republican politicians, put into power in Massachusetts with a mandate by Mitt Romney, and the mandate was written in by a Republican who thought it was an absolutely and utterly inconsequential segment of the law. He was like, who's going to bat an eye? You require health care because that way it spreads the cost across everybody and it drives the costs down. It will save us billions and billions of dollars, and it will cover more Americans with health care. Now, this entire law is a band-aid. It is not what we need. We need a universal health care system, single payer, where the entire thing is paid for through tax dollars, or every single American is covered, from cradle to grave. But the one that we're talking about right now was created, was championed, was crafted by Republican conservative politicians. And yet, when Obama embraced it, when the Democratic Party embraced it, when the Democratic president embraced it, suddenly the conservative Republicans put their hands up like, oh, we want nothing to do with this. This is horrible. It's socialism. It's communists. It's horrible. It's going to destroy America. Except it was their idea, their plan, their mandate. All of it has been from day one. This plan is almost identical with what Nixon wanted to put into power. All right? Nixon! He obviously was a filthy, dirty socialist commie. So, this is just political posturing, plain and simple. If McCain had won and this plan had been put into power, the Republicans would have been like, ah, we're wonderful, look what we did to save America! But no. A Democrat won. A Democrat championed the plan. So it's an evil, horrible thing, even though it was crafted by the bloody Republican Party. This is political posturing, folks. Plain and simple. And they're trying to destroy the plan that has already helped millions of Americans, and it's going to help millions more. I'm going to link to a post by Fred Clark over on Slacktivist, which gives individual American stories of people who have been helped and people who will be helped. Individual people, not numbers, not statistics. People that if this Affordable Health Care Act had not been put into power, would simply be left to die. And that's what this is about. Real flesh and blood Americans being left out in the cold in the most powerful, most wealthy nation on the planet was willing to let them die because they don't have enough money for health care. That is unethical, it is immoral, and it is frankly, utterly, and completely reprehensible.